welcome back to the shop. Show you what we're doing here today. Working on these large lathe tool holders. Cutting a dovetail in them. I got that idea. Actually, after John Mills posted a picture of it, the one he was working on, and then with a little research I saw that James Deadman had been doing this for a while. I think I got your last name right there. I didn't. Apologies. But here, let me show you what I got going. Alright, so here's what we got. I've measured quite a few of these dovetail holders, and I get an average depth of about 420 thousandths, and the width across there, an inch 420 thousandths. So I basically got it sketched out on here. I'm using a carbide cutter that's half inch, 500 thousandths. So I figure if I start on this line, set the DR up to 0, and then come over 920 thousandths, I should have enough for my opening. And then I'll work the dovetail cutter from there. Still using the Randy Richards design dovetail cutter. One I made myself, but it works great. Got the idea from him. It's a damn good cutter. Alright, so here we go. We're going to go set it up in the mill. See what we can do. Alright, just for a dry run, I've got the end mill lined up on this outside line here that I've got dovetail sketched out on there. Got the DRO zeroed up. I'm going to run it over 920 thousandths. See what we end up with. That's 920 thousandths, and we are right on the edge of our other drawn line there, so that is a good estimate. So I'm going to come over here and start on this side, and we'll work that way. Alright, here we go. We've got the mill drill set up for 1450 RPM. Got it on this edge here. Guess it's time to go ahead and start doing it. Once I get down and make a cut, I'll zero off this x-axis. We'll get it down to 420 thousandths. Let's see what we end up here. depth right there. And it does match up with my line. I've got scribed on there. Alright, we're going to move over 920 thousandths. Got the other side. Let's see where we end up here. Tell you what, I'm gonna back off just a few thousandths. Last time I did one of these, I had to weld it up and recut it, so let's go for just 900 thousandths. Leave 20 thousandths on there. Can always take it off. Can't put it back on. Well, you can put it back on, but it's a pain in the ass. So. All right. That should be our mark. We'll mill that down to depth and then take out this middle part. So here we go. Let's see. Should be. Alright, let me clean up some of these chips and to give it that finished look like the other dovetail cutters. The central part is about 20 thousandths lower than right at the dovetail edges, so let me clean up some of these chips so I can see what I'm doing. I'll come right back. Alright, the measurement across is good, within just a couple of thousandths there. Now I'm going to drop down and go about another 15-20 thousandths deeper. That way it has a little indentation in the middle, kind of like those store-bought dovetail cutters. So here we go, we're going to take that out. I'm going to hold about 130 thousandths off of each edge. So here we go. it's time to start the dovetail part of this operation. And we'll see how that goes. Let me get the dovetail cutter set up. Come back to you. Alright, I've got the dovetail cutter set up. Got it down to the right height. I got the machine set to 1,000 RPMs. Based on measuring one of those other ones. Looks like I got to come in about 160 thousandths with that dovetail on each side. So here we go. We'll see what happens. See if we can get this thing working. Or I might be welding on it. Who knows? But at any rate, can't be scared. Touching off right there, I'm going to zero it off the DRO. Go ahead and come on into it a little bit. This thing puts out chips that are like needles. Just one of the deals with this type of insert flat cutter. You'll have steel needles all over the shop. Let me get set up for this other side. Looks like it cut nicely though. I'm going to check the insert tightness here. So I'll come right back to you. Alright, I'm going to come in and cut the other side. So far the measurements are looking good. I'm going to touch off and then go into this side 160 thousandths. So let's see what we get here. get too much off of this thing. Made a mistake last time of just taking a little bit too much. Notice it's rough. I can get a couple of dowel pins and put in there and get a real measurement. 1.67. Alright, after taking some measurements, didn't quite fit. Still need about 30 thousandths off of just one side here. Should get us good. We'll see. It's getting close. Don't want to overdo it. Alright, we're going to give that a try. Alright folks, I just want to show you that last cut is exactly what we need. Here's the travel on this. It was all the way over here, which is what I had trouble with before in that first one. I had to weld it up, but this one here is perfect. Made for a good fit. We'll take it over to the table, clean it up, and have a look at it. Knock off any sharp edges. And then I'll go ahead and drill the bolt, get it cleaned up. So here we go. Alright, we ended up with just a super clean dovetail cut, and it fit perfect. Really worked out nice. Next thing I'll do is drill and tap the hole for the adjustment screw. I've already made some knurled nuts, 5/16. Do it the same way I did this other one here. It won't be near as sloppy since I had to weld on that one. This one's looking good. Got some brand new inserts for it. It's going to be a sharp looking tool. Again, thanks go out to John Mills for the idea, and James, I think it's Deedon. Have a look at their websites as well, their channels. They're way ahead of me on what I do, so I'm just a tinkerer. But at any rate, I'll come back when I get that part tapped in. I don't know if I'll show that or not, but I'll give you a shot of it. At any rate, here we go. Perfect fit. The Randy Richard dovetail cutter strikes again. I probably pushed it hard on that little mill drill, but at any rate, it worked. Did good. As long as you got metal, you can build your tools, rebuild them. So here we go. Alright, going to use the big jet drill press to finish out this tool holder. So, haven't used it much, but we'll see how true it runs. use some red Loctite. Locked the stud in there, so should be fine. Alright, well, here's the finished product. Come out well, got it Loctited in there. It's still setting up, but at any rate, we'll give it a little try here. Alright, I guess we call this little project done. Again, I want to certainly thank all the subscribers. Channel's really growing good. I certainly appreciate it. And just want to say thanks. Appreciate y'all. Keep on watching. I'll keep on producing videos. Here we go. Anybody want a dog, huh? I got a used dog here. Free to a good home. All I gotta have is food. What? You don't want me to give you what? They got food. What? Food? I'm gonna give you away. Yep. Free home. Free home to a good dog. Well, sort of good. He digs up moles. Yeah. Oh, here we go.